Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
So today is a very special day. I want to start with a little bit of a background of the Govardhana Puja. It is the day when we remember the very, very beautiful story and Leela of little Krishna when he is telling his father Nanda Baba, "Oh Baba, why you always give the prasad to the Indra? Why do you do the puja not to Govardhan? He is our real blesser and giving all the food for the cows, giving the water, giving all of this." So then Krishna, little Krishna, was giving all these good advice. He was only a 7-year-old boy to his father, and so he was trying it. He said, "Yes, right. So we do this time puja to Govardhan." And that is celebrated today. And we see also in the temples, they make a beautiful Govardhan mountain, or some temples, and in Vrindavan usually they make a very beautiful Giriraj. And these days are there for us to remember the Leela and to remember all the moods that are in that Leela. And of course, as a Radha Dasi, we connect to Srimati Radhika. And we can meditate today how Srimati Radhika is so happy, and Krishna, her Mohan, is so happy because for the first time they see each other openly. Because they were young kids, they have to hide all their affection, all their feelings. But today at this Govardhan Puja, Giriraj, our Giriraj, our Mohan, our Giridhari, he was lifting it with the little finger. He was so powerful. But we know why he could lift it. It was the love of the Brajabasis that make him, have this desire to collect all his friends together under the mountain and to exchange lovingly. He exchanged this love with the Nanda Baba and Yashoda Maya because they were feeding him, and all the cowherd boys, they were holding the sticks to support Krishna. "Oh, you don't have to do it alone. We will help you." And then we know Srimati Radhika and all her friends, they also support him by their sidelong glances. Just by this glance of love, they become, so much supports of Mohan. So that is a very beautiful day. Let's celebrate it in Vrindavan. And everyone is in a very happy mood because also when Giriraj was worshipped, when the spiritual mountain that gives all the different moods and the feelings and the services to the cows, to the Brajbasis, to Radha and to her Mohan, then everyone becomes happy. Because it's not an exchange like in the form of with Indra, like a deal. It's not a deal anymore. Because it was before like a deal. Okay, we give you the offerings, you give us the rain. It was like a fearful deal. So that's why Krishna also told Nanda Baba, "Let's do it to Giriraj. He is the real, our real hero. He gives us everything. We don't need to do it to Indra." Like this, we have just a little bit collection of the feelings of today, because then it was like a happy celebration. Giriraj was accepting all the food, and we know that Krishna and Giriraj are not different. And he could not stop eating. Even the Brajbasis was bringing more and more and more. Giriraj was telling, "Give me more, Anayor." So there's many, many beautiful stories about how Krishna is Giriraj, but there are more deeper stories how Srimati Radhika is also Giriraj. And all these different leelas, they have a very, very, very different levels of realizations. So that only for the glories of Giriraj today and this beautiful festival that is celebrated everywhere around the world. With us, it is only noon, so we go here. We are lucky we have a temple nearby. We go in the afternoon to celebrate and dance around the mountain and, remember how Srimati Radhika is putting her sidelong glance to Giriraj, to Govardhana, and to also her Mohan. And I have heard many things about that. It's a matter of feelings. But it's always about being completely, in love with Radha and her Mohan in the service as a manjari for us, and how to support them that they can be together. And they are so happy because in their young age at that time, 6-7 years, it was never possible to have a big celebration and to look at each other. They were so shy. They were so small. But this occasion gave them the chance to be under the big umbrella of love. And we have heard also in Jiva Goswami's books, there are many descriptions that this under the umbrella of love, that was like becoming a very special city. For 1 week, they had beautiful exchanges. And living under Giriraj was not like living in the mud and in the cold. No, in the spiritual dimension, they had beautiful, beautiful halls of exchanging and dancing and cooking. So it was a special day, and that's why we are now remembering that and meditating according to our realizations. Now I would like to continue with the Shri Shri Prema Bhakti Chandrika of Shri Guru's service and initiation. So we are in the biography, in the life story, in the history of Narottam Das Thakur, and it's so amazing what he has given to us in the form of his songs, of his prayers, and of his life history. Last week we heard that he met his Sri Guru in Vrindavan, and also his Guru, Lokanath Goswami, had a dream where he saw, by the mercy of Narottam, of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, that after a while he told him, a prince named Sri Narottam will become your disciple. And he gave him initiation, he gave him the Mahamantra, Jai Giriraj, Jai Gurudev, Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Sadhvi, how are you?
Radhe Radhe, Jai Giriraj.
Happy Anakut, and we saw the pictures. You have a beautiful festival in Vrindavan.
Very nice.
I heard you were so happy, Gurudev. So many preparations of prasad, and all the devotees were dancing and powerful kirtan. Radha Charan was sharing a little bit. And we shared a little bit about the Giriraj Leela just in the beginning, the last 5 minutes or so, to have a little bit, a feeling for the today's vibration. What is this day and what are we meditating on? And now we are again back to Srila Narottam Das Thakur. So he got the Mahamantra from his Guru. And then there's this chapter about Sri Guru's service and initiation. To attain the special mercy of Sripad Lokanath, Sri Narottam rendered one service to him at the end of the night. With a broom, Sri Narottam would sweep the place where Sri Lokanath Prabhu went to evacuate. Then he would embrace the broom and lovingly weep, Ha, Prabhu Lokanath, Kripa Karo. O my master Lokanath, be merciful to me. Before Sri Lokanath went outside, Sri Narottam had completed his work of cleaning the place and had hidden the broom. See, that is also sweet that he's hiding the broom. He's not showing off, oh, look, what am I doing, Gurudev? He's hidingly doing it, so humble and so not expecting any honor or any reply. He just wanted to serve and embracing the broom like very, very humble. Oh, my master, Lokanath, be merciful to me. Wondering who was serving such a menial service at the end of the night and considering it a great offense on his part to accept such service from a resident of Vrindavan, Prabhu Lokanath went out a little later on the other day and saw from a distance that Sri Narottam cleaned his place for evacuation like a bathroom outside in the jungle, with a broom. Standing silently behind Narottam, Prabhu Lokanath saw how Narottam embraced the broom to his chest and anxiously wept. Then Sri Narottam saw Prabhu Lokanath and offered his prostrated dandavats in front of him, his obeisances. Due to the menial service of Sri Narottam, the heart of Sri Lokanath melted, and he told Sri Narottam to take a bath in the Yamuna and to come to him. Following Sri Gurudeva's order, Narottam took a bath in the Yamuna, and Sri Lokanath took Narottam inside a grove to give him initiation in the Sri Kishore Gopal mantra on the full moon day of the month of Shravan in August. Then he told Narottam to inform Sri Jiva Goswami Pad of the same, of his initiation, because he was actually also in the guidance of Narottam, Jiva Goswami. Sri Lokanath Prabhu then gradually taught Srila Thakur Mahashai the means of Raga Nuga Bhajan. So that is again a deep point. Because all of us, we have gotten initiation. We have gotten the Harinam. We have our Mala. We meditate on the deep meaning of it. But without the mercy of Shri Guru, without this deeper meaning of initiation and getting the knowledge of Raga Nuga Bhajan, it is very, very possible that we stay on one certain level that is a good level, but we could go deeper. We all know this feeling. I want to go deeper. Please, Gurudev, help me that I can go deeper. I just don't want to dance around Giriraj without knowing why is it so special that Srimati Radhika gave her sidelong glance. And why is it so special that they meet with the glances? How is that, that I could serve like the Brijbasis? How could I develop feelings and not only perform my bhakti like a religious person? I do all the rituals. I do all the holidays. I go to the temple. I have a temple in my home, a little altar, but I would like to feel more. So that's why, even though Narottam Das Thakur, he was already blessed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by Nityananda. He had already ecstatic emotions of divine love. But still, he went to Vrindavan to get initiated by Srila Lokanath Goswami. He was in deep bhajan. And bhajan is the level of bhakti where I absorb myself by the mercy of Shri Guru in my eternal spiritual form. I try to, at least I try to. I practice it every day. I chant my mantras, but I want to feel more. I want to come closer. I want to serve in a way that is pleasing to Srimati Radhika and to my Gurudev. Internal service. And that is what Shri Guru is giving, that Srimati Radhika arranges to Shri Guru through Shri Guru, who is a dasi of herself. So please, everyone, if you feel you want to share, or you have a question, or you want to say something, or Gurudev, correct us, help us. Today is a special day of mercy, and we all have this desire to go deeper in our bhakti. We want to advance. We don't want to go backwards. But still, anyway, where we go, we want to go deeper into the moods of the Brajavasis. So when he got initiated, he got the means, he got the secrets or the key to Raga Nuga Bhajan. Oh, and Jayananda Maharaj, please also you help us. If you give any advice, you are so close to Gurudev, give us your mercy today. We need your mercy. And now in the next chapter of the life of Narottam Das Thakur, it is actually revealed how he is doing bhajan and how he got perfection in his bhajan. It's called Bhajan Siddhi, studying the scriptures and attaining a title. While Narottam Das Thakur thus studied the science of devotion, the science of bhakti, from his Sri Gurudev, he was once absorbed in bhajan in a grove in Sri Vrindavan. When Sri Vrishabhanu Nandini personally arrived and ordered him, Narottam, your eternal service will be to stir milk for my Pranavallabha when he comes in my kunj at night. So here we see or hear that Narottam Das Thakur was, of course, eternally liberated soul, but also being a sadhaka. He's showing us how to do sadhan, and not only sadhan, but Raganuga Bhajan. So he was so absorbed that Srimati Radhika, like Gurudev always says, there's a local call with her. Local, like very, very close by. She give him initiation also in her own way, that she comes before him or her and gives him his eternal service. And that service is to make milk for her beloved Pranavallabha when he comes to Srimati Radhika's kunj at midday. Oh, sorry, I was saying midnight, but it's midday. So that's a beautiful service. Srimati Radhika, Guru is giving the connection, right? We hear at the Gurudev always says he's navigator, he's showing the way. But then we have to do it. We have to also do our own meditations and go deeper. And then in this case, because Narottam Das Thakur is the eternal maidservant, Srimati Radhika was coming and telling, you are my eternal Dasi and your service is giving milk, making milk, cooking milk at midday in her kunj where they meet. This service is also rendered by my dear Saki Champakalata, hence I will call you Champaka Manjari. So here we feel that Srimati Radhika is so close, they are already connected, that she herself is coming. In our case, it is very rare that Srimati Radhika will personally come and give our name and give our service. But we have the great fortune that I have my Gurudev, he is so close and he is keeping me on the way. He is giving me closeness in this way. Because we are not qualified or so, eternally connected already, like Srila Narottam Das Thakur or Srinivasacharya. Because these were souls that were called already in the Leela. But we want to meditate the Leela. We are praying to Gurudev, please bless me so I can do my bhajan in all little small ways that I try to do in my little conditioned state of consciousness. You want to share on this, Jayananda Maharaj? I think it is a very beautiful point.
So Radhe. So you are speaking so nice, so beautifully. So later on, let me, later on, if I have some feeling, I'll share. Because you are so beautiful, nothing to add.
No. I need your support also, and we want the mercy of Vrindavan.
So today we have a Govardhana Puja.
Yes, please also share on this.
Okay, little bit we will share. And today 56 preparation. And Gurudev said, just seeing prasada, which offer to Giriraj or Radha Mohan. So, and that seeing prasada, we are purified. And we are tasting prasada also, we are purified.
Wow.
And today, this morning, we have read a very nice sentence. 93 verse, Vilapaksha Manjari. So Radhika pleased with her maid servant service. So Radhika was thinking, oh, let me give something to Tulasi Manjari. And then Radhika got better nuts, better leaf from Mohan. And then Radhika was, like see around. Is anybody watching me or not? And then nobody watching Radhika. So Radhika was, put from her mouth to Torasi's mouth, give to this tambura, better leaves. So Gurudev used to say, navel to navel relationship, like a mother and baby. So this time, like a mouth to mouth relationship. It's so intimate. And today, we are tasting today's Govardhana Puja. So Annakuta festival. So we feel, oh, this is Radhika tasting Mohan's prasada. Then Radhika give me in this prasada. And this kind of meditation make us so happy. Arati time, oh Radhika, when Radhika will give me this tambura, betel leaves from your mouth to my mouth. I'm not the male body. I'm your kinkari body, your maid servant. So in that meditation, it helps us to feel more. Today, Gurudev say, spiritual life means Govardhana, including spiritual sense power. We greed. To practice Raga Bhakti, we need this greed and strong desire. Only qualification is like this. So today's our meditation from morning to noontime. This we tasting her Adara Murita. So that is our humble meditation. Radhe Radhe.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing this and giving us also these feelings that we have a deep meditation according to my feelings. And yeah, where do I get these feelings? We get them from the sadhus. That is important. Otherwise, there's not so much juice. This is so dryness. But you give the highest feelings, Jayananda Maharaj. And we are very, very thankful. Thank you so much. How we can today meditate on this Adhanamrita, the lip service, the flying kisses of prasad. And of course, we see the nice preparations on the Govardhana mountain and that we are offering. But the deeper meaning is to get the prasad of Srimati Radhika's lips that have been touched by Mohan's lips, and that this prasad is transferred, and how we are connected to that, and how we can also learn how to feel it, at least in theory. But also we aspire to go in that direct vision, or get some sporty, or get some feelings, how that prasad is so powerful, that even by looking at this prasad, I get purified. By cooking and offering it, I become more closer. Every day, every minute, I can feel more and more I belong to my Swamini, and she is giving me her remnants. That is the deepest meditation. And yes, thank you for sharing. I was also listening this morning. This class was very, very deep and very sweet. That is the deepest meditation, that how can I serve Swamini, and how she is also reciprocating so closely and so intimately with her dasis.
Why? By looking prasad, Jai Shri Radhe. Why? By looking prasad, we are so blessed. Well, because this prasad remembers us how we cooked it, how we prepared it, in which feelings we are preparing this prasad, and how Radha and Mohan enjoying our preparations. And so when we see this prasad, it remembers us on our feelings and on the feelings of Radha and Mohan. And then we get these feelings only by looking, even not touch, not eat, only looking, because we see with the spiritual eyes that are empowered by the Guru. These are spiritual senses, and these spiritual senses get the blessing of the prasad, right?
And that's why today also we are asking for the blessings. We are praying and begging that, O Gurudev, be merciful to me, O Vaishnavas. Give me a drop of your realization, of your love, that I can also become a good servant of Srimati Radhika, of Gurudev, of the Vaishnavas, of Radha Mohan. These prayers and these feelings are all our treasure and our hopes. And today is such a good day to connect. And Narottam Das Thakur is also absorbed in these feelings. He wants to serve Swamini, and Swamini is directly appearing in front of him and telling him, you are Champaka Manjari. Your service is to cook milk when we, my beloved Pranavallabha, are in the Kunj at midday. Receiving this order to serve, Sri Narottam attained external consciousness. He came back, like, in bhajan, we go completely inside. And that is called, Antar. It is inside, the inner consciousness, inner feelings to my spiritual senses. That is the meaning of Govardhana also. To come to my spiritual senses. Go are the senses also. And Vardhana is to uplift the consciousness to spiritual perception and spiritual senses that will connect us to the service of Sri Radha Mohan. And so Narottam Das Thakur wanted to share when there's something happening like this, it is so exciting. And he went to his Gurudev and told him with stuttering voice and a heart filled with ecstatic love what had happened. When Srila Goswami Pad, Lokanath Goswami, heard of Sri Narottam's fortune, he became most ecstatic and gave his personal confirmation on the service. So that is also interesting, the personal confirmation of Sri Guru. Because sometimes we also have some dream or some realization, some feelings, and then we are not so sure. But Narottam Das Thakur, he got confirmation. Yes, it is so. You are so lucky. Gurudev is so happy when he can feel that disciples are coming closer to their spiritual senses. Yes, you are Champaka Manjari. And Srimati Radhika gave you service. Now you know what is your service. And Gurudev is so happy when any of his disciples are going more into the feelings of Raganuga bhajans. And if they are going so deep that they have their own experiences and we can share them with Gurudev. Actually, Gurudev is waiting for this. He's hoping and praying for this. What does it mean, give me your mercy? Blessings to do more deeper practice. One day, Narottam was mentally stirring milk. So we hear again how he is doing it in his mind, in his internal conception of, I am a dasi of Srimati Radhika. Now I will go and make the milk that she ordered me to make. Mentally, inside. And was at the same time in beholding the transcendental pastimes of the divine pair, so that the milk boiled over. So that's also amazing. He's stirring the milk, but at the same time he looks at the Radha Mohan if maybe some service isn't needed. And the pastime is so amazing that he lost control of the milk and the milk boiled over and burned his hand in his mental meditation. The milk boiled over and burned his hand. As we know that cooking milk is super, super hot. It's very, very easy that we can burn our fingers. And burned his hand, something which he could see and feel also in the external world. So when he came out of his meditation, he also still had this burning on his hand that, became also burned. It's like a mystical experience that in his spiritual reality, in his spiritual body, he became so connected with his sadhaka deha that was already like one. So we have heard many Leela's stories of highly exalted Vaishnavas, Siddha Purushas, who had this experience that when oil was spilled or garlands have been brought from the other world, from that spiritual realm, and they had them when they are back in their sadhaka deha and consciousness, when they become again, open to teach it to the to their disciples and to the surrounding devotees, that there is a spiritual dimension and we can connect it. And I have brought prasad from there. I have brought messages. I have brought, all the different symptoms that are possible when we connect in our mentally conceived spiritual body with our spiritual senses to our services that needs to be done there. We have example of Rupa Goswami. We have example of Jagannath Das Babaji. We have so many examples that devotees who are going deep in their bhajan, means in the spiritual reality, are bringing back the symptoms, the smell, the feelings, and even like Narottam Das Thakur, a burned hand. Srimad Jiva Goswami Pad was most happy when he saw Sri Narottam achieving bhajana siddhi. So again, this is a very important word, bhajan siddhi. What does it mean? Siddhi means perfection, and bhajan is that internal meditation. And he got so blessed because he was bringing the symptoms that he had in his spiritual body back to his sadhaka vesh, to his sadhaka body. So we can see and feel that there's this oneness, and that is also explained in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, I think, that yes, the bodies, our material bodies become spiritualized. It's not that this body is always staying the same when we do our sadhana, our services, and when Shri Guru is happy with us and we do our services to Radha Mohan, then there can be the day and the feeling of perfection when we are not having any difference anymore between our material, so-called material body and the spiritual body. And that state is called bhajan siddhi, perfection of our meditation. In Raganuga bhajan means in the feeling of belonging to Swamini. And that belonging feelings, they have a reality. They carry me, us, and all those who are meditating on this to the spiritual dimension. So Jiva Goswami was also the teacher of Narottam. It was the time after Mahaprabhu, after Nitai. Many had left already from this planet Earth, Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, and Jiva Goswami, who was the youngest of them. He was now the teacher of all the other students who came to complete the sharing and distribution of the rasa shastras, and not only sharing the shastras, but living it, feeling it, and distributing it to all the living entities who are aspiring to follow Mahaprabhu's, Gauranga's teachings and the mercy that is open now to receive this appearance of Radha and Krishna in that one person. And with the mercy of Srimati Radhika, everything is possible. So the distribution was going on. Jiva Goswami was so happy again. And they all blessed again, more blessed. Gopal Bhatta, all of them, their great mercy upon Sri Narottam. So we see it's not like, oh, once I am blessed. No, but it's going on. The blessings are continuing and the blessings are increasing. The blessings are never stopped. It's like, even in this material world, if I have a job and I'm good in it, then I get some blessings from my colleagues, from my boss. So what to speak if Srimati Radhika is the boss? And then we can upgrade, We get higher salaries. We get more responsibility. So also Lokanath Goswami was so happy with his disciple and Jiva Goswami and all the Goswamis that were there at that time, that Narottam got more blessed, and by each blessings, he became more and more connected to his eternal spiritual existence and could also share it. And that's why we are so lucky today that we have this Prema Bhakti Chandrika. So then Sri Narottam went on studying, and that's also important. And I feel also I have a question, because why is it that he had Bhajan Siddhi and he's still studying more and more? Isn't that a stage where we are only in Samadhi? What do you feel about this, Jayananda Maharaj? Or anybody? Gurudev, can you share on this? He was studying Srimad Bhagavatam and the 6 Sandarbhas, Sri Rupa Goswami's dramas, and Sanatan's Brihad Bhagavatamrita, and the other Siddhanta scriptures from Srimad Jiva Goswami Pad. Well, I guess, yes, Gurudev. Can you say? Okay, yes. Okay, Gurudev, yes. So, I mean, when I was asking the question, I got some answers, I guess, from Gurudev also. That because it was his service. When Shri Guru says you have to go on learning this and that, then we do it, even if we have already great realization on the service of Srimati Radhika. But we all know Srimad Narottam Das Thakur, it was his service together with Shyamananda Pandit and what's his name? Srinivasacharya, to distribute the knowledge of the Bhakti Rasa scriptures. And so that's why we sometimes get services that I feel, my God, why? But Shri Guru always has a plan with their disciple, and they give the services according to the way how they want to use their disciples, because we always pray that Shri Gurudev, please make me your puppet. Let me serve according to your desire. So here we see in Narottam Das Thakur's case, he was ordered to study more and to distribute it later on. And seeing the grave purports of the scriptures were easily understood by Sri Narottam, who was, after all, the object of the personal grace of Srimad Mahaprabhu and Sri Vrishabhanu Nandini, Srimad Jiva Goswami was very happy. And after due deliberation with the Vaishnavas, granted Sri Narottam the title of Thakur Mahashai. So here we have actually the answer. I'm always a little bit, how do you say? I cannot wait. But here it says that actually Narottam Das Thakur, he had already such a deep realizations of the scriptures, even when he came to Earth planet as a sadhaka. He was just receiving it from inside and easily catch up with all of it. And Jiva Goswami, he was so happy with this disciple who was blessed from, before, because he was blessed by Mahaprabhu, by Srimati Radhika. There was no contradiction. He didn't really have to learn the scriptures. He received it from inside. So that is a difference, right? Sometimes we think we have to learn, but we know there is this one verse. I don't know which scripture it comes from. No? Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate grim yat kripatamaham vande shigurum dinataranam. That even a lame or a blind person can see, a lame can walk. And all these gifts, they come by the mercy of Shri Guru, and they come in due time. They come at the right moment. But for myself, I still do my sadhana, I still do my homework, like I don't receive it eternally, like spontaneously from before. I don't have so many good samskaras, not so many good sukritis. But Narottam Das Thakur, he was already blessed by, like I said, Gauranga and Srimati Radhika in that form. So everything became so easy to him. He was like just, some people, they have from past lives, they have so many already impressions in the chitta. They can learn language easily. Or like Mozart, he can play already the piano. What to speak of a dasi of Srimati Radhika? When Braja Parikrama, going to Bengal, the theft of the books and the recovery of the books. Following the order of Sri Jiva Goswami Pad, Srila Narottam Das Thakur Mahashai performed the 48 Crosh Parikrama, the complete circumambulation of Braja Mandala, with Srinivasacharya and Srila Raghava Pandit, the associate of Lord Gora, who lived in a cave in Govardhana Hill. Now he had a title, Thakur Mahashai. That's why we call him Srila Narottam Das Thakur Mahashai, means great soul or great, blessed personality, Mahajan. So they went to worship Braj by circumambulation, parikrama, with Srinivasacharya and Raghava Pandit. This is described very elaborately in the fifth wave of the scripture Bhakti Ratnakara. So we know that some devotees at that time also, they kept, diaries, where they also write down what happened. And then these diaries were given from one generation to the next. That's why we have nowadays, like the Bhakti Ratnakara, or the diaries of Swarup Damodar about his life with Mahaprabhu. So many diaries have been there from the disciples of the Goswamis. And so we are blessed. And we can also, if we feel attachment to the life stories and hearing about the life stories, we can read them and meditate on them. That gives us faith in the process of bhakti, and we can connect from heart to heart. When we sing, for example, Narottam Das songs, we can connect and pray also directly to Narottam, to Champaka Manjari. Please help me in my bhakti. Please give me also a drop of your mercy, that I can more and more realize who I really am. Shortly after that, Dukhi Krishnadas, who had taken initiation from Srila Hridaya Chaitanya, who had in turn taken shelter of the lotus feet of Sri Gauridas Pandit came to Sri Vrindavan from the village of Dandakeshwara in Orissa. So we hear here that Shyamananda Pandit also arrived. They were like a three spiritual musketeers. They were always together, learning and inspiring each other, and they had a very beautiful, deep relationship. We know, we have heard about the life of Shyamananda Pandit, and he became also blessed. He also had the mercy of Srimati Radhika. And we have all there, like Srinivasacharya. He was also, we have the Shri Guru Vandana, we have the Samsara prayers. I think they are from Srinivas. No, which one is it? No, the Srinivasacharya was writing the songs about the Goswami's life and how they did bhajan. Ha Devi Kaku. Like all these songs that give us these deep feelings, and these feelings, they don't come from myself. By the mercy of Shri Guru and the Vaishnavas, these feelings come from the Goswamis, those who are the manjaris of Srimati Radhika. And they blessing us by singing their songs or reading their songs, meditating. We have also like a local connection to them. That is the goal, and that is like why I like to share with this life story of Srila Narottam Das Thakur, because all of the prayers, they are from his heart, from his realization, from his local calls to Srimati Radhika, his local and close person to person exchanges. And they come down here to our planet Earth, and they help us to connect and to feel the desire to connect. Because even to become connected, it needs these desires, these. Usually when I'm connected with my material senses, then there are always desires how to make them happy. But now we try to make our spiritual desires grow. Govardhana. That is the today's meditation. And so we feel that we got blessed, that we listen to Narottam Das Thakur's, mercy life. He had a life full of mercy, but it was also not so easy. He walked by foot, and he had to always be in these deep feelings of separation. He could not meet Mahaprabhu by person. He was always a little late, but he was always in a local call relationship with them because of his eagerness, because of his desires that became, crazy. So much rati. And he was expressing it in his songs. And so today we pray that also I may become a little bit crazy by hearing about more feelings and more, giving up all my material sense desires by the mercy of Shri Guru and Shri Govardhana, Srimati Radhika's beloved Govardhana. She wants us also to come to our spiritual identity and include us in her service team. Jai Shri Radhe. Anyone has a question on this or would like to share? Don't be so shy. Everyone cooking today. Cooking, na Labanga? I see you are cooking. For us, it's the time now to start cooking for Govardhana, Giriraj.
I make Govardhana cakes, big cakes.
Jai.
Jai Govardhana ki jai. Jai Shri Radhe. And listen your beautiful speech. Thank you, Suniti. You inspire me so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming and sharing your love and your beautiful paintings that are expressions of this beautiful love and feelings for Srimati Radhika. So now we have this hint today that this day is for the spiritual senses, for helping Srimati Radhika in her service. She wants us to do some special service, and Shri Guru is helping us to come closer to that realization of which services needs to be done. And today we can dance around Govardhana and we can think about what Jayananda Maharaj was sharing. Just to see this prasad is giving so much feelings of how it was prepared, feelings of how Srimati Radhika is giving it to Mohan and how she is receiving the remnants and feeling his feelings and giving this also to her manjaris, the feelings of their love, the feelings of our connection to that love and the desire to develop my spiritual, eternal body, identity, and service. That is the deepest meditation on today's Shri Govardhana Puja.
Radhe Radhe